Hello everyone, what's up? It's me again, Junkmaster3, and today it's time for an update video. I know I have quite many movies to go through because this is just going to be first part in maybe not a part, but I don't like to divide it into parts. I don't really know why I said that. But yeah, the next video again will probably be an update video as well. Hopefully I will be able to make another horror review video because that was quite a while ago since I made. Yeah, so yeah, let's begin with the update video right away. And the first movies are basically like action, drama type of movies in general, I guess. So and then next, but the ones after that will probably be all of the horror ones. So yeah, first off we have a movie called The Edge. Oh, sorry for the stack over here. The Edge with Anthony Hopkins and Alec Baldwin. The main reason why I picked this one up is because of Anthony Hopkins, because I think he's a great actor and everything. Yeah, basically has something to do with that they have like crash landed somewhere with a plane, and they're like bitter enemies, and they have to cooperate with each other because there's some dangers out there in the wilderness or something. I think that was something that I read before. Now my memory isn't really the best, but yeah, The Edge. And there we have a Takashi Miike film, and unfortunately I haven't seen a Takashi Miike film in a long time. One of the other reasons why I picked it up was because it was released by Arrow Video, and I've always been a big fan of Arrow Video. And we have Blade of the Immortal. I'm not too sure if this is like part of a franchise or something, but because here, not recently, but in the last maybe 8 years, Takashi Miike made a whole lot of samurai movies, if I'm not completely mistaken. So, and samurais I've always been a big fan of. The whole like fighting and everything in movies, and when the blood spurts all over the place, yeah, that's what I like about samurai movies. But yeah, Blade of the Innocent Blade. What a crappy movie to have. Blade of the Innocent, Blade of the Immortal. Sorry, I butchered that title. And then we have Police Story, Lockdown. I'm not too sure if this has anything to do with the previous Police Story movies, but there was like Police Story and Police Story 2, which came out in the 80s. And then in the early 90s, there was a movie called Super Cop that came out, which I think was also known as Police Story 3. And then in the early 2000s, they made a new Police Story, which was called New Police Story. And I'm a big fan of that movie. I'm not really sure if this is like any similar, but because this is not really that. I think this came out in maybe 2016 or something. I can be so wrong about this, but yeah, Police Story Lockdown. He basically picked it up because I'm a huge fan of New Police Story and Police Story. And then we have Karate Kill. This looks so cheesy and stupid, and it looks like it's an homage to the 80s, so that's the reason why I picked it up. Might be a little bit way too cheesy for my taste, but you never know. I mean, you have to gamble sometime, and this looks really hilarious and entertaining. So yeah, that's the reason why I picked it up. So I was basically fooled by the cover art, and because it said it was an homage to the 80s, so yeah. And then we have a movie which I actually have seen, and you have to admit, even though most of you probably hate Uwe Boll, these movies are really entertaining to watch. In my opinion, I think he captured that atmosphere. Sorry, the camera is really fucking weird. Yeah, I think he really made a great action trilogy out of this. But yeah, Rampage, President Lockdown. I don't really know why I want to rename all of the movies in this update video, but yeah, Rampage, President Down. I have seen before. Unfortunately, like you can probably hear, the fucking shit in here is broken, so I need to replace this DVD case with another. But yeah, this movie is probably the weakest in the series, but I still really enjoyed this movie. And I had it before in like a region 1 DVD and I basically picked this one up because I'm a big fan of it. Even though I still prefer the first one the best, and the second one is the second best, and the third one is the third best. Yeah, that sounds really stupid and silly to say, but yeah, these movies I think are really entertaining. So yeah, Rampage. Rampage, President Down. I could basically say Rampage 3. So yeah. Now the following maybe 3 or 4 titles are Animal Attack movies. And first off we have the Godzilla box set. Unfortunately, I've not seen a single Godzilla movie. Well, I have seen one which was made in the early 2000s, which was directed by the same guy who made Azumi and Versus. That was basically the reason why I watched that movie from the start. And unfortunately, I haven't came across a copy of that movie on DVD. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to see that if I ever find it again. But this one includes Godzilla, the original, The Return of Godzilla, Godzilla vs. Biollante, Godzilla vs. Mothra, Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, and Godzilla vs. Destroyer. And yeah, unfortunately, I picked up another copy of Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah because I did not think this was included in this box set. So yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. And then we have a movie called The Host. This is basically a blind buy, but it's an Asian movie and it's about some weird type of creature in the water. So yeah, that's the reason why I picked it up. And then we have a killer whale movie called Orca. This is with Richard Harris, yeah. Some movie from the 70s. And the creature movies or like killer attack, animal attack movies from the 70s are really entertaining in my opinion. So yeah, we're looking forward to see this one. Feels like I'm repeating myself over and over again because most of these movies I have never seen before, so yeah. And then we have Into the Grisly Maze. I actually bothered this movie from one of my friends a couple of months ago, I believe. And I really enjoyed it. I mean, I actually really liked it. I mean, I was very surprised that I liked it because this was made in oh damn, I can't see which year, but this is quite new if I'm not mistaken. And usually when it comes to newer movies, I think they don't really make that many great newer movies in general, and especially not horror movies. But this one I really enjoyed just because of the atmosphere basically and some of the actors. So yeah, I decided to pick this one up for myself after I gave it back to him. So yeah, Into the Grisly Maze. Really glad to have this movie in my collection now. And then I picked up this one. This is another one which I already had before. The reason why I picked this one up is because I think this release has like tons and tons of special features, and I'm not really sure if my previous release of this movie had any special features whatsoever, and I'm not too sure if that release was uncut or not. But we have a Bride of Reanimator, released by Arrow once again. This one is really entertaining. I would still say I prefer the first one over the second one, but the second one is still really entertaining in my opinion. And I have not seen the third one yet, which is called Beyond the Reanimator. Is that the correct title? I'm so wrong about this. I know I have it in my collection, but I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, Bride of Reanimator. And then another movie which I picked up because I knew that the previous release I had of this movie was unfortunately cut, and I had no idea about that until quite recently. So I decided to pick up this Nuta Films release of Halloween 3, which is one of the weakest in the series in my opinion. But once again, this could be a case where when I check it out again, I might really enjoy it. Yeah, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Yeah. And let's see here. Then we have a movie called Milo. I really love this text on the front. Remember, Jason and Freddy were kids once too. You can see, I'm not really sure how well you can see that, but yeah. Basically about a kid going around killing people. And yeah, I really love those type of movies. from time to time. I mean, sometimes the kid actor could be really, really entertaining, or they could be really, really annoying. But another really good killer kid movie which came out in the early 90s that I can really recommend is a movie called Mikey. And I almost never hear anyone talk about that movie, but if you ever find a copy of Mikey, pick it up, because I think it's one of the better killer kid movies out there. But yeah, I've never seen this movie, Milo, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to see it. And then the last thing for this update video is a box set. And it is a box set which I've been on the hunt for quite some time. But yeah, that sounds really weird because all of these movies are basically just for sickos and psychopaths. So that sounds really weird in a way. But yeah, I mean, I wanted to have these movies like subtitled. Unfortunately, I realized that one of these movies do not come with English subtitles, and I think the other two movies, or at least one of these movies, this is the only way to get this movie with subtitles, because that other German release of the movie didn't have any subtitles whatsoever, and I think that DVD is like long gone out of print. I'm not too sure how many copies they made of this box set, but yeah, it is The World of Mario and Dora. Yeah, I think I've been talking about these movies to death, so I'm not going to go into that many details, but this includes Melancholy der Engel, or Angel's Melancholy in English, and Reise nach Agathis, which is basically Voyage to Agathis. And then we have Debris Documentaire, and then we also have shorts. The shorts are the only ones that I haven't seen in this box set. I mean, I've not seen any single of these movies in this box set, like on this particular release, because I have Voyage to Agathis on the Massacre video release, and I have Debris Documentaire in another type of release. Yeah, but Melancholy der Engel I did not have before, and that's a movie that you really need to have if you're collecting these really extreme and absurd type of movies. And yeah, don't want to go into any more details about this one, but yeah, if you have seen any of these movies, you probably know what I'm talking about. But yeah, these are not really movies that you see like every day. I mean, it's not really that I'm going to like rewatch all of these movies like over and over and over and over again. Yeah, I'm just glad to have these movies in my collection, and well, it's still quite fun to watch Angel's Melancholy with friends just to see their reactions. That's quite entertaining in a way. But these movies, I mean, I don't say that these movies are really bad. I mean, they're like disturbing and disgusting as hell, but there are still some aspects, especially of Melancholy der Engel, which I really enjoyed, and it's the cinematography, the shots out in the nature, and the musical score is really terrific as well. It's really funny because I said that this release came with English subtitles for Angel's Melancholy, and I was like, oh, before you couldn't understand anything because there were barely any subtitles, like you couldn't find a version with subtitles. And then I realized I don't really think you would understand really anything anyways when you have subtitles, and that, I mean, it's so weird. Now, just rambling on here, I've been talking for almost 15 minutes, oh my god. I'm just going to end this video right away. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed and didn't get bored, and keep your eyes open for the next update video. So see you next time. Bye bye.